عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. إن الحمد لله نعمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتون إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدى هدى محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
We give thanks to Almighty Allah who has made it possible for us to be here today. We pray Almighty Allah accept it from us as an act of ibadah.
Amen.
اللهم اجعل عمل كله صالحا واجعله لوجهك خالصا ولا تجعل لأحد فيه شيئا. Once again, we thank Allah for bringing us together. Today being 9th of Jumada al-Akhir 1447. That's correct, Abi?
Yes, sir.
Which is equivalent to 30th November 2025, Abi?
Yes, sir.
So inshallah today we'll be looking at a verse in the 9th Juzu, today being the 9th of Jumada al-Akhir. So we are going to look at Quran chapter 7 verse 180. We'll be looking at Quran chapter 7 verse 180. The verse is like extension of what we were discussing last week, because last week we talked about seeking help from Allah using patience and what? And prayer. For those of us that were here last week, we talked about seeking help from Allah using patience and what? And prayer.
And prayer.
For the benefit of those of us that were not here, we mentioned that the prayer Allah is talking that it's better for us to seek help. It's better to be our nawafil. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
It's better to be our what? Our nawafil. Because our obligatory prayer on their own, our obligatory salat, they are just like worship. They are like what? Worshipping Allah. So when you now want to ask Allah for something, it's better we go with it through nawafil. That will use Allah to ask for something. We are not saying we cannot use the other obligatory prayer to ask to, but it's better we keep that one in our record and we use our nawafil to ask Allah for something. Then we give ourselves 12 rakah that we should be doing, which is very important. According to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said we should try and be doing that 12 extra rakah in a day. For those of us that were here, the first one is what? 2 before Subuhi. Abi? Then 4 before Zuhr. You have forgotten. That we have not been practicing it. Making how many? 6. Then what again? There is another 2 after Zuhr. Making how many? Making 8. Then 2 after Maghrib. Making how many? 10. Then 2 after Isha. Those are the 12 extra rakahs. Please, let's be doing that rakah and be using it to ask Allah for something. Sure. May Almighty Allah accept our prayer. So we have not finished that. So today now, we now see a fast that is extension of what we discussed last week. So that's what we are going to look at today. Quran chapter 7 verse 180. Allah said, Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. وَلِلَّهِ الْأَسْمَاءُ الْحُسْنَى فَادْعُوهُ بِهَا وَذَرُوا الَّذِينَ يُلْحِدُونَ فِي أَسْمَاعِهِ سَيُجْزَوْنَ مَا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. Yes. Can you get this translation for us?
Okay, sir. Allah's are the fairest names.
To Allah are the fairest names. Please hold on. To Almighty Allah, they are the fairest names. That is the most beautiful names belong to who? Almighty Allah. Walillahil asma'ul husna, the best of names, the fairest of names, the sweetest of names belong to who?
Allah.
Almighty Allah. Then continue.
Invoke him by them.
Invoke him by them. Call Allah. Call on him by these names. Walillahil asma'ul husna, to Allah belong the fairest, the most beautiful names. Fad'uhu biha, then call Allah with those names. Are you following me? Allah said, to him belong the best and the beautiful names. Fad'uhu biha, we should use these names to call Allah. Allah is telling us in the Quran that the best of love names, Asmaul Husna, the beautiful, the most beautiful, the fairest names belong to Almighty Allah. Allah is now still telling us that Fad'uhu biha, we should call Almighty Allah with those names. Are you following me? Continue.
And leave the company of those who blaspheme his names.
Then leave the company of those who blaspheme the names of Allah. Leave the companies, the company, the congregation, the group of those people who blaspheme the names of Allah. Yes, continue.
They will be repaid for what they do.
What they are doing with the names of Allah, that they are blaspheming the name, they will get reward for it. They will be repaid for it. They will get punishment for doing that. So now, what are we saying? What are the lessons we want to learn from this verse? We can see that Allah himself was telling us that Al-Asma'ul Husna, the fairest, the beautiful names, belong to Almighty Allah. Abi?
Yes.
And Allah is still telling us that if you want to call on him, if you want to pray to him, if you want to call on, if you want to supplicate to him, we should use those names to call on him. He now said we should leave the company of those who are perpetual in blaspheming the names of Allah, who belie the name of Allah, or who deny the names of Allah, that they are going to be repaid for what they are doing. Just as we said last week, we said we need to seek help from Allah for whatever problems we have. Allah said through two things, patience and prayer. Now Allah is now telling us that he has beautiful names, that if you want to pray to him to ask for something, you should use those names to ask him. And those people that are using the names of Allah for another thing, we should leave their company. I have always been saying something with my little experience, and I'm going to say it again today. The problems of the Muslims, in most cases, is not the problems themselves. When we have problems, our problems are not even our problems. But our main problem is that when we have problem, we don't have time to pray to Allah on the problem. I want you to get me right. Everybody will always have problems, right? This world is meant for trial. Allah will keep on trying us, one problem or the other. But our problems are not even our main problems. Our main problem is that we don't have time to sit down and ask Allah to help us on our problem. Because if we should do that, what is sure is that our problem will get solved. But we have problems. We are only crying, shouting up and down that we have problems. But the main thing that can solve our problem is to sit down and pray to Allah. But we don't do that. And just as I said earlier, some people don't know the difference between something that you do for worshiping Allah and something that you do to ask Allah for help. Even though they may be interwoven, but there are still differences. The differences might not be much, but they are there. You see, praying Subuhi is a must, isn't it?
Yes.
Praying Zuhr is what?
Must.
Is a must. Praying Ashri is a must. Praying Maghrib is a must. Isha is a must. Jumat is a must. Abi?
Yes.
Now, you see those salawats that we talked about, they are mainly dedication to Allah as a form of worshiping Him. But when we are talking of Salatul Duha, it's not a must. Abi?
Yes.
Rakatain al-Fajr, almost a must, but it's not a must. Tahajjud is not a must. Abi?
Yes.
All these extra 12 rakah that we say we should be doing, 2 before Subhi, 4 before Zuhr, 2 after Zuhr, 2 after Maghrib, 2 after Isha, making 12. They are not compulsory. But you see, when we have problems, which we will always have, apart from doing the compulsory prayers, you see all these extra ones, they are good time, they are good now outfit that we need to be doing to pray to Allah for solution to our problems. And those are things that we don't usually do. And that's why I said our problems might not be our problem, but our main problem is that we are not praying to Allah to help us on our problem. So in praying to Allah, we need to be getting this nawafil, constant with them, and be praying to Allah to help us. For those of us, for example, that may not be able to be consistent with tahajjud, you see that tahajjud is the best extra nawafil to get what we want from Allah when we have problem. We should not be missing it. If you miss it, we should not miss Salatul Duha. According to some scholars, if you miss tahajjud but you can do duha can replace it. You all know Salatul Duha, right? Now if you now see miss duha, you miss tahajjud, that 12 extra rakah to ask Allah for what we want, there's no reason why we should miss it, because that one is, as we are praying, we are doing them. And just as I said, the most difficult part of that extra one is Zuhr, because for that Zuhr you have to be in the mosque early to be able to do 4 before Zuhr, do your Zuhr, and be able to do 2 after it. So these are extra things that we need to be doing to solve our problems. You know, we now go to Al-Asma'ul Husna that Allah mentioned in that verse. He said, Walillahi al-Asma'ul Husna fad'uhu biha. Read the translation for us again. To Allah what?
Allah's are the fairest names.
To Allah has the fairest names.
Invoke Him by them.
Invoke Allah with those fairest names.
And leave the company of those who blaspheme His names.
Leave the company of those who blaspheme the names of Allah.
They will be repaid for what they do.
They will be repaid for what they do. Now, in this verse now, Allah wants us to call Him. Allah still tell us what we use to call Him. Abi?
Yeah.
That is the fairest name, Al-Asma'ul Husna.
Invoke Him.
So Allah did not leave us that call Him without telling us what to use. So now He asks us to call Him. He told us what we use to call Him. Then if we now have problem, our problem is not solved, then it's whose problem? It's our problem, because it either means we are not calling Him or we are not calling Him with what He said we should call Him with. Now this Al-Asma'ul Husna, they are the beautiful names of Allah that we must know and we should call Him with it. How many of us know the names? We have Allah, Abi, we have Ar-Rahman, we have Ar-Rahim, Abi, Al-Malku, Al-Qudus, As-Salam, Al-Mumin, and like that. You see those names, if we are able to study those names, there is no any problem that we have that we will not see one of the names of Allah that we use to tackle that problem. For example, somebody wants Allah to open doors of goodness for him. What's the meaning of Al-Fatah?
The opener.
Allah is the opener. Are you listening to me? Allah is what? The opener. Al-Fatah. So what you need to do is to find a way of inculcating Ya Fatah in your dua. Because that's why Allah is saying that He has the most fairest and the most beautiful names. call him with those names. So you can be saying, Ya Fatah, Iftali Abwaba Rahmatik. Ya Fatah, oh Allah, you are the opener. Please open doors of goodness for me. For example, what's the meaning of Ya Razak? Allah is the provider. Is the provider. Can say Ya Razak, Ya Razak, Ya Allah, Ya Razak, Rizukni, oh Allah, make enough provision for me. Ya Rahman, Oba Olukeni, Abi, the merciful. Not to go. Oba Jokiaye in the Yoruba, the merciful. Abi? Arohim is what? Ashakeon. The name, what's the Rahman you use to translate it in English? The most merciful.
Yes, and the most beneficent.
The beneficent, the most merciful. We call Rahman the beneficent.
Yes.
Then the Rahim the most merciful.
Yes.
You understand? So you put it in your dua. You are having health challenge. What's the meaning of Ya Salam? Alafia. The Lord of good health, that has ability of giving somebody peace and good health. So you calculate in your dua, Ya Salam Salim me. Oh Allah, you are the one that can give somebody with good health. Help me with it. So Allah has given us all these things for us to know. And these names, Ya Latif, Obalanu, Abi, Ya Latif, Ultufni. So we have a lot of them. A lot of them. A lot of them. If you are looking for knowledge, who is the most knowledgeable?
Allah.
Allah. What's the meaning of Alim?
Knowledge.
The knowledge.
Knowledge.
The person that has the knowledgeable. You now say, Ya Alim, Alimni, Alimni. Oh Allah. So all those names, they are there for us. And the best of all the names is Allah. And that one we can always put it in our dua, Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Urzukni, Ya Fatah, and all of those prayers. In one hadith, according to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, Inna lillahi tis'an wa tis'una isma mihatan illa wahida. Man ahsaha dahala al-jannah. Wa huwa witru yuhibbul witra. What's the meaning of that one? According to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, truly, Allah has 99 names. Inna lillahi tis'an wa tis'in. Allah has 69 names. For us to understand it, he now say, Miyatan illa wahid. I'm talking of 100 remove 1. Which is same thing as what? 99. Prophet was speaking to us. He now said, Man ahsaha dahala al-jannah. Whosoever can study that names, understand it, walk by it, preserve it, he will enter paradise. I pray Almighty Allah make me and you among those people of paradise. He will not say Amen. Amen. He said, whosoever can preserve those names, study it, understand it, walk by it, will enter paradise. He now continues with Wahuwa. Allah is one. Yuhibbul watra, and he loves things that are in odd numbers. Allah is one. He loves things that are in odd numbers. So when we are talking of odd numbers, we are talking of 1, Abi, 3, also 5, 7.
Yeah.
According to Prophet Muhammad, he said Allah is with you. Allah is one. You know, ordinarily you can't divide 1.
Yes.
Especially as but 2 you can say 1 1. 4 you can say 2 2. You know, say he loves things to be done in witri. Odd. 1, 3, 5. And that is why even our tahajjud, that is the best way of asking Allah for whatever we need. It's expected we do it in witri. Abi?
Yes.
According to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu, he said we should be doing it 2 2 2. Abi? But when we are getting tired, or we are looking at it's almost time for Fajr, then we now bring our witri. Abi?
Yes.
Which is 1. And don't forget, it is not expected that you do 2 witri in one night. Are you getting me? You should not do 2 witri in one night. So it's only 1 witri. Now, if you look at this hadith now, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu is already calling us to attention of the need for us to know those beautiful names of Allah that we can use to call on Allah. There are so many that all we need is to know them, and it's also a means of getting paradise, because that's what Prophet Muhammad said. So whosoever can understand it, preserve it, count it, work with it, will enter paradise. Scholars have explained a lot of things about what does Prophet Muhammad mean with it, and there are a lot of explanations. We don't need to go there, but just briefly, what does Prophet mean by if you study it, you enter paradise? Doesn't mean that if I just memorize it, I will enter paradise. It goes more than that. You know it, then you believe in it. For example, you are saying Allah is Ar-Rahman, the most benevolent. You are saying Allah is Ar-Rahim, the most merciful. You are the one saying Allah is Al-Alim, the knowledgeable. You are the one saying Allah is Ar-Razak, the provider. But do you still believe in any other thing that can provide something for you? I don't know whether you are getting it. Immediately, you are not staying by that meaning, adhering to it totally, then you are not believing in it. So if you look at all those Asma'ullah al-Husna, anybody that can work with it, stand with it, understand it, it should be somebody that truly his iman will be sound. And that is why Prophet Muhammad means by saying, whosoever preserve it, work with it, understand it, will enter paradise. And that's why I also call our attention to witri, that Allah is witri, He loves witri. And that is why the names that He mentioned there is 99, which is also an odd, isn't it?
Yes.
So that's another thing we need to know. However, it does not mean that all the names of Allah, they are 99. Are you listening to me? It doesn't mean that all the names of Allah, they are what? 99. They are 99. But in this hadith, Prophet was only calling our attention to certain 99. I think we know most of those 99. If you want to understand, open your Quran, Quratul Ashri. If you want to understand some of those names, go to Quran chapter 59, verse 21 or 22. Allah mentions some of the names there. Read the English, Arabic for us. Immediately you see it. Allah mentioned like almost like 12. Oh yeah. Read it sharp, sharp. You are still going far. Who Allahu alladhi louder. La ilaha illa huwa al-Maliku al-Quddus. No, you have missed. Start from 20. He has mentioned some before you reach where you are. Fast, fast, fast. Go to Law anzalna hadha al-Quran. Yeah, read it from Law anzalna hadha al-Quran. Sharp, 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 sharp. Hadha al-Quran ala jabali shia mutasaddian min khashyati Allah. Nadribuha linnas la'allahum yatafakkarun. He said, he started with who Allah, that is Allah. Who Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. You see, he mentioned Allah in that phrase. After that, he mentioned Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Abi, that is 3. Wait, Al-Malku, that's 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, continue, 12, 13, 14. Allah now mentioned it to be Lahul Asmaul Husna. He gets all other beautiful names. Continue. Now, he now mentioned Al-Aziz again. He mentioned, you can see in that he has mentioned like 15 for us.
Yes.
Now, read the English. You will see this Al-Musawwir. What's the meaning of Al-Musawwir? Allah is the one that can fashion somebody in an handsome or beautiful manner. Do you know that this one now, they used to say that if somebody is pregnant, for example, the mother can be saying it. Are you listening to me? By the time he born that baby, people will say, wow, this is a beautiful baby boy, or this is an handsome, an handsome baby boy, or a beautiful baby girl. They will forget that it's a boy. They will say it's a beautiful baby boy. I don't know whether you are getting what I'm saying. People used to use it like that. Do you get what I'm saying? So in that verse, in those verses, Allah mentions some of the names. Allah mentions some of the names, but those not all the names. He has many other names. All what we need to do is to know them. Now, there's one particular hadith. In that hadith, one house, in that hadith, Allah made it clear. Prophet Muhammad made it clear that Allah has other names. In fact, Allah has names that some people don't even know. He has names in that hadith that he only kept those names to himself. And he also has names that he taught few of his servants. I don't know whether you are getting what I'm saying. He has other names that he taught few of his servants. Only few of his servants will know those names. You will read this one for us. There's one hadith, there's one dua that we need to be saying. Prophet Muhammad he said that when anybody is overcome with sadness or is overcome with grief, or somebody is having something that is disturbing him, in that hadith, yes, in that hadith, is English you read for us. English. This one is one I want you to read for. But hold on. There, Rasulullah said that anybody that can be persistent saying that prayer, Allah will replace his grief and his sadness with happiness. Allah will replace his grief and his sadness with what? With happiness. But do you know one funny thing? In that hadith, in that dua, Rasulullah made it known to us that there are names of Allah that only Allah knows. There are names of Allah that he kept in the book with him, and there are names of Allah that Allah will only let few people on the earth to know. And whenever they call him with that name, Allah will answer. What is the prayer? It's a prayer that some of us know. If you have been doing it, let's keep on doing it. Because Rasulullah said nobody will be doing it for a particular sadness that is disturbing him, except Allah replace it with delight. The prayer is Allahumma inni abduka ibnu abdika ibnu amatika nasiyatin biyadika madin fiya hukmuka adlun fiya qadawuk as'aluka bikulli ismi huwa laka samaita bihi nafsaka aw anzaltahu fi kitabika aw allamtahu ahadan min alkika aw istahsarta bihi fi ilmi al-ghaibi indaka an taj'al al-qur'ana al-azima rabi'a qalbi wa nura sadri wa jalaa usni wa sahaba hammi. This book, we share it last 2 weeks. Abi, we are not yet. No. It is in number 34 of that book, in that askar. I want us to grab 3 things there. 1, that askar. 2, for us to know through the meaning that Allah still have other names apart from that 99. There's one funny thing that our people used to say, but there is a basis for it. If you look at, if you understand this thing, for example, say it may not mean that way, but Allah may give one understanding of a particular name to somebody. The way this word will continue to get spoiled, we'll continue to have people that will be saints. We'll continue to have Waliullah, Awliyaullah on this earth. And it's not impossible, those people, you know them, you may not know them, Allah may taught them certain names that if they use it to call Allah, Allah will answer. Now, read the translation of that thing for us. They can call it fast. Oh Allah,
O Allah,
Listen, oh, Allahumma, oh Allah,
I am your slave
I am your slave. That's the translation of that prayer.
and the son of your slaves.
I'm also son of your slave. Hold on. The person I am having sadness or grief, I want Allah to replace it with happiness for me. This is the prayer. Oh Allah, I know I'm your slave. You know, we are coming to Allah with what? Humility.
Yes.
Even the person that is my father is also your slave. Are you listening to me? Son of your slave. Continue.
My fate is in your hands.
My faith is in your heart. It's in your hand.
Yes.
Your
judgment is upon me is assured.
Your judgment upon me is assured. Are you listening? Continue.
Justice upon me is your command.
Justice upon me is your command. Hold on. You can see in that prayer, Pastor Muhammad is teaching us as if we are hailing Allah. Even if you are somebody is asking, telling you this, already you will just be feeling like, tell me, what do you want? I don't know whether I'm making sense. Like a good wife, I want to collect something from the husband, and I started say, sweetie, hey sweetie. So immediately that sweetie they come. You should know that after that sweetie, another thing will come. I don't know whether you are getting me. But that sweetie already, the person is already using it to bring your nerves to calm it down. So there's every tendency the person will get it.
Yes.
But another one that just say, give me this, so as if now you work it in your hand. Well, maybe you get it too. I don't know whether I'm making sense. So if you look at the meaning of that, most of this dua of prophets, you are hailing Allah first. Start from the beginning again.
Oh Allah.
Oh Allah.
I am your slave.
I am your slave.
And the son of your slave.
I am the son of your slave.
My fate is in your hand.
My fate is in your hand.
Your judgment upon me is assured.
Your judgment upon me is assured.
Justice upon me is your justice upon me is your command.
Justice upon me is your command. The person has not asked Allah anything, but he's already praising Allah first. Continue.
I ask you by every name you have taken for yourself.
Now, listen, this is where I want us to get. I ask you for every name you have.
I ask you by every name.
I ask you by every name
you have taken for yourself.
All the names that you have taken for yourself, I may not know them all, but I'm asking you by those names. One,
revealed in your book.
I'm asking you by names you reveal in your book.
Taught any one of your creation.
This is where I'm going to. Or any of your names that you taught any one of your creation. It means that there may be people on earth that Allah will have a particular name and Allah will just taught them. I don't know whether you are getting what I'm saying. Sure. Sometimes it might be in dream. Sometimes it may even be while reading Quran. That people will read through it, but they will not know that there is Al-Ism Al-Azam, a big name that one can use to ask Allah. Many people will be reading through it, but they will not see it. But if Allah will just open it, it's like we can be using this thing to call Allah. It's Allah that will just put the thing in his mind. But we are asking you, oh Allah, one, with every name you give to yourself, with all the good name you reveal in your book, or the one you taught any of your creation. But continue.
Or taking unto yourself in the realm of the unknown.
All the names that you take into yourself in the realm of the unknown. Nobody even knows it, only you. Continue.
To make the Quran the spring of our hearts.
Make Quran the spring of our hearts.
And the light of our breasts.
Make it the light of our breasts.
The banisher of my sadness.
Then something that will remove my sadness.
And the reliever of my despondency.
And the reliever of my despondence, of my grief. So in this prayer now, I want all of us to know it. And it is also in that prayer that it makes it clear that there are other names that Allah has, which is more than that 99. I don't know whether I'm making sense.
Yes, you are making sense, sir.
Are you getting what I'm driving at?
Yes, sir.
So that's another important thing. Now, when Prophet Muhammad taught the Sahaba, this companion, they said, one of them now come and say, this prayer is very good, though. O Messenger of Allah, Shouldn't we all of us learn this dua, or is it for a particular person that you are teaching? Then Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam qala bala yambagi likulli man sami'aha an yata'allamaha. Prophet said, in fact, let me tell you one thing, it is almost compulsory that anybody that hear this prayer should learn it. I don't know whether you are getting me. Also, like sallallahu, then they ask him that this prayer is very powerful, this non-kali is very good though. But he was referring to a particular set of people. The others now ask, can't others to learn this prayer? He now say it's as almost as compulsory that anybody that hear this prayer should what? Should learn it. So if you have not learned this prayer before, please today make sure you learn it, because it's one of the prayer that we need to know that will solve most of the problems we have. And just as I said, our problems are not the problems, but our problem we have is that we are not asking Allah enough to solve our problem for us. Quran chapter 7 verse 55. Still on the issue of dua, a Muslim should at every point in time believe that dua is non-negotiable. Tell him to my lecture. Dua is what? Non-negotiable. That dua is non-negotiable. We just need to always pray. If you look at that first verse, Allah make it clear to us that He has beautiful names. Abi, yes. We should call Him with those names. That's His Quran chapter 7 verse 180. In that same Quran chapter 7 verse 55, Allah now still call us again. He said, Odu rabbakum tadawruhan wa ufiyatan innahu la yuhibbul mu'tadin. What's the meaning?
O mankind.
Allah said, O mankind,
call upon your Lord.
Call upon your Lord.
Humbly and in secret.
Humbly and in secret. Humbly and what?
In secret.
And in secret. Continue.
He loves not aggressors.
Allah doesn't love people who are aggressors. And that is why we are linking last week to this week. You know, last week we said that Allah said we should call on Him with two things: prayer and what? Patience. As you are praying, don't be too in hurry. Don't be too what? In hurry. And that is why Allah now say, oh mankind, call your Lord humbly and in secret.
He loves not aggressors.
Allah doesn't love those who are aggressors. So while you are calling Allah, some people are very aggressive. What they are calling Allah for, they want it now. Allah doesn't love that when it's come to prayer. Don't be aggressive. Just be patient with it. With your dua, be patient. According to some scholars, there is no any dua that one will say with the conditions of dua that Allah will not answer. We are going to mention the conditions soon. We cannot finish this topic today.
Interesting.
Are you listening to me? There is no any prayer, dua, that somebody will supplicate to Allah that Allah will not answer. But it comes in three ways. In how many ways?
3 ways.
In how many ways? 3 ways. Answering of dua comes in 3 ways. One, there's one they call ajil. As you are asking Allah, you are getting the reward, the answering. As you are asking Allah, you are getting the answer immediately, instantly. Are you listening to me? That is the first way. You ask Allah now and you get it now. That is first way. The second way is that you ask Allah now, but Allah will delay it. It will still answer. It still answer, but Allah will delay it. Then that delay can come in different forms. That's the second way. Then the third way is that you ask Allah for something now, but you that you ask Allah, you will not be the person that will get the answer immediately. Let's start from the first one. The first one is that you ask Allah now and Allah give it to you immediately. This one is common to prophets and people that are saints. When they ask Allah something, now, Allah will do it. And it's happened to some awliya Allah. And that is why if you go through the stories of some of the prophets, when they ask Salih to bring out camel from mountain, he only ask Allah, this is what your people want, and it happened. He asked Allah, Allah do it immediately, instantly. Or Prophet Ibrahim thrown into fire. When Prophet Ibrahim was thrown into fire, he was only saying one askar. Do you know that askar? What's the askar? Which askar was Prophet Ibrahim saying when he was thrown into fire? Who knows it? It's very simple. Asbunallahu wa ni'mal wakil. That's the prayer he was saying. That's the only thing. It happened. And so many of them. But there are still people that are Allah, saints, wali like that. They will ask Allah something that will happen. Then the second way is that it will be delayed. Delay / replace. Replace in such a way that you will be asking Allah to give you a favor that worth 1 million naira. Are you listening to me? You are asking Allah for what? A favor that worth 1 million naira. But Allah will not give you. But it's not impossible that there is a problem that worth 1 million naira that is coming your way. Are you listening to me? You are asking Allah for a favor of 1 million naira. But if a problem of 1 million naira is coming your way, but you don't know, Allah will not answer that favor of 1 million naira that you are asking. He has answering it. He will now use it to prevent an evil of 1 million naira that will come your way. I don't know whether I'm making sense.
Or replace.
Delay or replace. For example, now, some of us, we go, we come. As we go to our working place, someone may involve in an accident. The accident that to get out of it, you may need to spend 5 million naira. You know there are some accidents like that. Abi?
Yes, sir.
Am I making sense?
You're making sense.
There are some more than that.
Yes, sir.
When you are asking Allah, oh Allah, I need car. Oh Allah, I need house. Oh Allah, I need this thing. Allah will just quantify the thing that all these things you are saying, maybe it's almost like 20 million naira things. As long as you keep on asking Allah for that thing, all the evil that maybe you involve in an accident, that may even need to cut somebody's leg. You know, there are some accidents like that. It may even be that your plane will crash, everybody will die, or you may sustain very big injury. Allah will now use that one to be preventing that one. Please, that prayer, is it answer or not? You are not answering me. That answer, that prayer, has Allah answered it or not? Allah has answered the prayer, but we cannot know that Allah has what? Allah has answered it. There is somebody that is not praying will think that or someone that is praying and now trying to be aggressive that this thing is not done now, we not know that that prayer already is answered. Because if that prayer is not there, he will be involved in that accident and he will spend 2 billion naira. Are you following me?
I'm following, sir.
And he will spend 2 million naira. So if the person now decides to stop, after all, I have been asking Allah for what I want and the prayer is not answered. By next week, you will see that he will be involved in that accident. And you will not know that it is the prayer that he has been saying that Allah has been using to prevent him from an evil. That is the second way. Then the third way is that it may not even be answer on you. It may later be answer on your, it may later be answer on your children. Some will even be on your grandchildren. That is better. And some self, you will not even get it until the day of judgment. Take for instance, Prophet Zachariah, Prophet Ali Imran, when he was praying, he was praying to Allah when the wife was pregnant. That Allah should give him a baby boy. Abi, Surah to Ali Imran. For those of us that know that story, he was praying because he want that person to be a prophet, and he knows that a woman will not be a prophet. Abi,
Yes.
so he was praying that, oh Allah, this baby, I want it to be a boy. This child, I want it to be a boy, so that you can help me make him a prophet. But when the mother deliver, he open it, it's a baby girl. It's what? A baby girl. The thing affected him, despite that I was a man of Allah. He said, Inni Samay to her Maryam. Oh yeah, I name her Maryam. I name her Maryam. Do you not know the funniest thing? The prayer is ask Allah. Allah has answered it too. But by the time the wife delivered a baby girl. So it was like, it is that same Maryam that now gave birth to who? To Isa.
Yeah.
Are you following me?
Yes, perfect.
It is that same Maryam that now gave birth to Isa, and Isa now became a prophet. So what are we saying? The prayer of Imran did not answer on him.
Okay.
He now answer on his granddaughter. So sometimes the prayer that you are saying now, it may not even be you, it will be on your grandchild. If Allah did not even delay it to the day of judgment. So if we are going to get the reward of some of the prayer that we are doing now on the day of judgment, is the prayer answered or not? It's answered. Because on that day, there's no any other thing we need again than for Allah. Maybe some prayers for people are saying now is what Allah will use to save them from entering a fire. And the person is asking for to become minister. Is asking to become chief judge, or FRS chairman, or is asking to become minister of education, you know, or is asking to become a billionaire. And Allah is just looking at her. No. What do you gain when you have this word and you lose there? Does one gain anything? Allah will delay that. No, till then. So there is no any prayer that we will do that Allah will not answer. Let's go to Quran chapter 40 verse 60. Because of time, we will soon stop so that we can ask questions. Prayer. We should not stop it. What we are talking about here is extra prayer that we need to be doing. Extra thing that we need to be doing. In Quran chapter 40, verse 60, for us to know that dua is compulsory, Allah said, وَقَالَ رَبُّكُمْ أَدْعُونِي أَسْتَجِبْ لَكُمْ إِنَّ الَّذِينَ يَسْتَكْبِرُونَ عَنْ عِبَادَتِي سَيَدْخُلُونَ جَهَنَّمَ دَاخِرِينَ. In this verse, Allah even say it that people that will not be supplicating and calling on Him will enter Jahannam. God might tell us first from this. Read it. Let's hear.
And your Lord has said.
Listen, and your Lord has said.
Pray to me.
Pray to me.
And I will hear your prayer.
And I will hear your prayer. Hold on. Allah said, Udhuni astajib lakum. Pray to me. Ask me what you want, and I will answer your prayer. I will hear your prayer. In the first one, 7180, he told us he has one that has beautiful names.
Yes.
We should call him with it.
Yes, invoke him with it.
We should invoke him with it. In 755, he told us that, oh, you my servant, call your Lord with humility and in secret, but don't be aggressive.
Yes.
Now again, it's not telling us that, read it again, oh my servant, and your Lord has said,
Pray to me and I will hear your
pray
prayer.
to me and I will hear your prayer.
Those who despise,
who
despise my service,
to pray to me,
they will enter hell disgraced.
Allah said, they will enter hell disgraced. Not that they will enter alone, but they will be disgraced while entering hell. You know, there is a difference between somebody is sustaining injury, then you now disgrace the person upon the injury. Abi, there is this common English, they say don't add
insult
upon injury. When we are small, we don't understand that it's insult. We say don't add salt to injury. That's what I used to say then. Until when I was reading one literature book, I will now look at it. And I said, stop this. Why are you adding insult to my injury? And I said, oh, so that thing that we used to say, it's not salt. Don't add salt to the injury. It's insult. Don't add insult to injury. Somebody sustaining an injury, what would have been the best is to pacify the person. Sorry, pacify the person. Sorry. But on top of injury, you are adding insult. You know, so the person will not know which to respond to. Is it the injury or the insult? But here Allah is saying those who refuse to be praying to me, when he has told us that we should pray, he hear our prayer. He said they will enter hellfire, disgrace, in humiliation. No matter, save me and you from it.
Amen.
So if you look at this, Dua is a must. Dua is a must. Calling on Allah is a must. Invoking Allah is a must. Asking Allah for what we want is a must. Even if we have all what we think we have.
Never enough.
Because we never know. Somebody that is happy today, how sure is he that till he die will be happy? Does the person need to keep on calling Allah or not?
Yes.
The Yoruba will say something pé àpadà sí olówó. Àbáwọn máa ń sọ pé àpadà sí tálákà. Wọ́n á ní kan ló dà kan lówó dà. What they are trying to say is this: the transformation that can happen to a poor person is to become a rich person, or let's say the poorest person. So far is poor already. What transformation is expecting again? But a rich person, the transformation that can happen to him, he may become poor. He may become poor. So we still need to be praying. Who tell us that while you are growing up, you have money? In the middle age, you have money. Who tell you that that money will be with you in your old age? Is it not? So, even if you have children, who tell you that all the children will not die before you? So, do you now need prayer or not? And who tell you that somebody that doesn't have today will not have tomorrow? Nobody. Just like the common English, they say nobody knows tomorrow. Tomorrow is even far. Nobody knows the next 10 seconds. We have a situation whereby somebody is talking like this and he died there. God might Allah save all of us.
Amen.
As we are here today now, we cannot be sure that all of us will get to our homes. We are not sure. And if Allah wish, it's possible. And that's why we need to keep on praying, keep on praying, keep on praying, keep on praying. We may think we will live long and it will be short. And we may think that the way I am safe, I may not live long. I will live long. How many people that are on sick bed that are still alive, and a lot of elderly person is no more? A healthy person is taking care of a dead person. Is taking care of a sick person. He left the hospital to go home, to go and carry things
for the sick person.
For the sick person. He get accident and die. And the sick person has been on sick bed for like months. So if they are expecting somebody to die, they will be thinking maybe it's the sick person. And see the person that is not sick going and is one that gets informed accident and die. So even if what we have seems to be that at least we are okay, we need to keep on praying. Even if you now have all those things, what is assurance that there is barakah in that thing? There is a difference between having something. There is a difference between that and having barakah. So if you look at all these things, right, left, center, we look at it that when it comes to prayer, there is no any other thing outside it than for us to always keep on praying to Allah. And when we are talking of this prayer, what is it? It's just two things. When we are talking of prayer, it's just two things. When we are asking Allah for what will benefit us, that is prayer, dua. What we think will benefit us, we keep on asking Allah for it. Or what we think can cause harm to us, we keep asking Allah to prevent us from it. Are you following me? That is just it. Asking for Allah for what we think will favor us, will benefit us, or asking Allah to take away what can harm us. That is just what we mean by dua, that Allah wants us to be involving in it every time. So dua, we should not do without it. Dua, we should not do without it. It can never be too much. And that is why all the prophets of Allah, they are the best of human beings Allah created. When it's come to dua, they don't joke with it. If you want to know how important dua is and azkar, let's study the life of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We will discover that every aspect of his life, he intertwine it and design it around dua and azkar. When you wake up in the morning, the first thing is what? Alhamdulillah lazi ahyana ba'da ma amatana wa ilayhi nushur. Is that not dua, azkar? Yes. As small as you want to put water in his mouth, bismillah, or food, azkar, adua. He finish, adua. To sleep, maybe so. Wake up.
Using the restroom.
Coming out. Going to the masjid. Entering the masjid. Coming out. Going to the restroom. Going to the masjid. Coming out. Adua. It will not stop there. It will not stop there. Everything that he has to do. Dua. In fact, even in an attempt to even have an affair with his wives, I hope you know that. Even in an attempt to have affairs with his wife, dua. So if you look at it, you see that we need to surround our life with dua, with dua. And just as we have said, there is no any dua that Allah will not answer. But the way He may answer it is all we don't know. Now, because of time, let's quickly look at another important aspect. Let's look, now we have quoted Quran chapter 7 verse 180. Allah said we should call Him with His beautiful name, Al-Asma'ul Husna. Wa illahi al-Asma'ul Husna fad'uhu biha. We quoted Quran chapter 7 verse 55, that we should call Him in humility and quietly, And Allah does not like us to be aggressive.
Yeah.
While praying, don't be aggressive. Also, we now look at Quran chapter 40, verse 60. Allah said, call on him. If you refuse to call on him, it's like one is inviting himself for hellfire. Now, briefly, we now look at Quran chapter 2, verse 186. Allah said, wa sa'alaka ibadi anni fa inni qaribun ujibu da'wata da'i isa da'ani falyastajibu li wal yu'minu bi la'allahum yarshudun. What did Allah say there? Allah said, wa sa'alaka ibadi, oh you Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if you have seen it, just read it too. If my slaves asking you about me, tell them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when my servant question you concerning me,
Allah was telling Prophet Muhammad that when my servant question you about me,
then surely I am near.
tell them that I am near.
I answer the prayer of the suppliant when he calls to
I
me.
answer the prayer of the suppliant, of somebody praying to me when he call upon me. Allah now want to give us condition. Allah now said,
So let them hear. So let them hear my call.
They too, they should hear my call.
And let them trust in me.
They should trust Allah.
In order that they may be led aright.
So that they can be led aright. So what we are now saying is that when we are praying, there are some things that we also need to be doing that will make our dua to be easily answered. And that is what we call shurutu dua, shurutu istijabu dua, conditions that always make prayer to be quickly answered. So this is another topic that we will not have time for, but I will just brief it now. We have spent more than 1 hour. According to some scholars, they said among the condition of dua to be answered, try and master these 7 things. Try and master what? These 7 things. Among others, the first one, at-tadarruh. At-tadarruh. What is at-tadarruh? When you are praying, do it with humility. Do it with what? Humility.
Terrible.
Do it with what? Humility. And that is why it is against the sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu. So somebody is doing prayer, they now call themselves, they say It lacks tadarruh, it lacks humility. Or somebody praying the way some people used to pray, I command you. It is not Allah that somebody will command. Although if you look at their own way, they are not praying to Allah. They are not praying to God. They are only praying to cast away devil. Their own is always fire, because they have problem around themselves. They have fire problem. I don't know whether I get what I'm saying. So you don't need to. So at tadarruh, number 1, humility. When you are calling Allah, do it with humility. That's first condition. Second one, al-khawf. Fear. Number 2 is what? Al-khawf, fear. The fear of who? The fear of Allah that you are praying to. Are you getting me? The fear of Allah that you are praying to. Allah that you are asking for. Ya Razak Urzuqni. You have to be sure that you are fearing that Allah. You have the fear of Him. Number 3, Ar-Raja. You have to have hope that your prayer will be answered. Are you listening to me? You should have a Raja, hope that this prayer will be answered. And that is why Prophet Muhammad sallallahu, he was talking about the other one, about that being aggressive. He said, Allah will answer the person of somebody as far as he will not be having it in mind that I have been praying, say this prayer is not answered. I have been praying, this prayer is not answered. the person lost hope and raja in Allah. In fact, as a Muslim, we have to live between al-khawf wa raja. Our life should be in between fear and hope. Fear in the sense that even if we are doing the religion today, we still have to be afraid. Are we sure we'll do it in the time of our death? While at the same time having hope in Allah that Allah will do what He wants for us. So the third condition is ar-raja, hope. In one of the verses of Quran, Allah said, La taqnatu min rahmatillah. Quran chapter 39, verse 53, if I'm not mistaken. Look for it for me. Allah said, Ya ibadi alladhina asrafu. O you my servant that you have transgressed. Continue. La taqnatu min rahmatillah. Do not lose hope in my favor. La taqnatu, don't lose hope. If you have been praying that, oh Allah, I want to become, for example, FRS chairman, but from all indication, he's not even looking at if you can get there. Don't lose hope. Because by the time you lose hope, that is when that thing will not be there. Or you want to become Minister of Justice, don't lose hope that you cannot get it. Verse 53, if I'm not mistaken. 39. 39. So, one of the things that is condition of our prayers to be answered is hope. Hope. You need to have hope in Allah. Even to the point of death. No matter how big that thing is. How many people that they are in the den of kidnappers, with prayer and hope, they come out. But do you know that immediately one is in any problem, if you lose hope, you are finished. Because hope is a driving force that can keep you pushing. I don't know whether you are getting what I'm saying. Even as small as exam, if you believe you are having hope, is it correct? It's not correct. Yes, I'll get it. Hold on, just hold on. Let me continue what I'm saying. So we should always have hope, no matter how. Be it sickness, you are sick. They are looking at, I don't think I can survive this thing. Immediately you lose hope that you cannot survive, you will not survive it. Are you getting me? Immediately, but you still have hope that, inshallah, I will get over it. Inshallah. Hope, 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 hope in prayer. We should not leave it. The first one is what? Atadoru, humility. Abi?
Yes, yes.
The second one is what?
Fear.
Fear of Allah. The third one is what? Hope. Hope. You should have hope. Hope. A Muslim at any point in time should not lose hope. A Muslim must not lose hope in any situation he finds himself. Because losing hope is a very big deal. Number 4, al-mudawama. Persistence. Kò tẹra mọ́ nǹkan yẹn, al-mudawama. Continue to be persistent. If you look at al-raja and al-mudawama, they seem to be close, but they are not the same thing. Are you listening to me? Hope and persistence, they look alike, but they are not the same thing. Persistence is an act of physical. Hope is mind. What you are doing, you keep on doing it. That's you are persistent on it. You have been saying, Ya Razak Usukni, Ya Razak Usukni. Continue doing the prayer. That's the persistence. But the hope will be in your mind that inshallah I'll get there.
Inshallah.
There is one story they used to teach us when we are very small. We pray we get good at this. They say it's like somebody that they told him that there is gold here. Wherever there is gold, you need to dig far. You dig. You may not know. Maybe the gold is 1,000 feet. Abi? If the person has dug the hole up to 850 or 900, he now said that, Kai, I'm tired, Jari. I'm not sure there is gold here. Are you listening to me? I'm not sure there is what? Gold. There is gold there. He just left that site, went to another one, started digging. The one he's digging, maybe before you get gold, is 1,200 meters. He now gets to 1,000. You know, he left this one at 850. He got to 1,000. He did not see. There is no gold there. He went to another one. It may even be the one that all the sand he has dug, he put it back. And this is an empty hole. If he did not put it back, another person now come. They tell the person that there is gold there. He will now continue from 850 and added 150. What will he miss there? Gold. So who lose? Answer me now. The first person. The first person, yes. So it's just the persistency in that thing. So askar, prayer, we need to be persistent. Al-Mudawama, we continue doing it. Why having that hope that it will be answered? Number 5, Al-Ushu. Ushu and Atadoru, they look alike, but they are not the same. Just like hope and persistence, they look alike, but they are what? They are not the same. Al-Ushu is you will be submissive, you surrender yourself, submissiveness to the person you are praying to. Who is what? Who is who? Allah. You submit yourself. Look at that askar we gave ourselves that time. Prophet Muhammad was saying that we should know that we should be saying Allah that your judgment on us is what? Is fair. We should believe that even with the situation we find ourselves now, the judgment of Allah on us is okay. So whatever come out of the prayer, we should believe, we should just surrender. So by the time we are always doing that, it's another condition that used to make dua to be answered. Humility, number 1. Number 2 is what? Fear. Number 3 is what? Hope. Number 4 is what? Persistence. Number 5 is what? Submissiveness. Let's surrender to Allah. Leave our affairs to Him. He knows better. But like some people, the best thing for them is for their child to be stubborn. I'm telling you. Then the best thing for them is for their child to be just gentle. And we have a child that the best thing for him is sometimes to be stubborn, sometimes to be okay. The best thing for them is maybe for a child to be falling sick once in a while, get well once in a while. I don't know whether I get what I'm saying. There are some that if they are not falling sick, getting well, they are always heady. The problem they will create, the father man will always be in police station. I don't know whether you get what I'm saying. Yes. So, but Allah will just design it to just come one way. But like some people, if they have money, they will terrorize the whole of this Gagalada. Not having money is why they are still quiet too. And some, when they don't have money, that is when they become problem to the terror. Do you know like that? There are some people when they have money, that's when they will become problem. There are some, it's when they don't have money. In where I'm staying in Lagos there, or in one place like that, people say, it's because you be a fan now. If na me get the kind of money wey you get, this street, all those girls go hear am. You mean it o? I don't know what I'm saying. You mean it? Somebody be saying that, I fall in. Even the married women, they go hear am. And he mean am. But because he doesn't get money, that's why he lay low. I think I will love him. Allah will not give him that money. When you get that money, it will cause trouble. It will cause more than trouble. So Allah will just so we just surrender ourselves. That Hadlufi Kodo is judgment upon us is balanced. Let me try and rush. I think we cannot finish it. Humility, fear, hope, persistence, submissiveness. Al-umum. Then sometimes one of the conditions for dua to be answered is to do it together. Is to do what? To do it together. Al-umum in Jama. I don't know whether I get what I'm saying. And that is why even praying salat in the Jama is far better than saying it alone. Because sometimes it may be one person that will be in that Jama that Allah will use to just raise the prayer, the salat of all of you to a very high rank, and you will not know who you will be. It may be something that it may be somebody that you think he is, and it may be somebody that you think he is not, and it may be. So sometimes one of the conditions of dua to be answered is al-umum, do it together. That's why sometimes when we want to, maybe we want to say, let's read the whole Quran, we 5 people come together. It may even be a 5-year or 6-year or 7 years old boy that can read Quran. All of you that you are there may be sinners. If it is somebody like me, where I even know that I'm a confirmed sinner, I just pray Almighty Allah forgive me, and I'm still praying to Allah, oh Allah, and we just had one small girl that can read, just read Amma to us, and we complete the whole Quran, or we just give him Sebi to us, and that, I don't know whether I'm making sense. So even as we are together now, that's why coming together is always good. By the time we finish now, we pray. It may be because of one person that we don't know. The person may know himself, the person may not even know. And that is why sometimes it's always good to do good. Because you do good to somebody that, except that person is not happy with you, that Allah will not be happy with you. You just do good to somebody and he's happy with you, and Allah is happy with you. Making how many? Because of time? 6. Then the last one, wa aklul halal. Let's try to be sure that what we are putting in our mouth is halal. Is what? Halal. What we put in our mouth is halal. We should try as much as possible. What we feed our family with, let it be halal. Even if haram will enter your hand, there are certain things you just have to try. What you feed your family with, what you wear, the basic things, let it be halal. Because the same mouth that you want to use to ask Allah for favor, you want to use Allah to pray, is the same mouth they are using to eat haram. Lord mighty Allah save me and you.
Amen.
Good. We know the situation we find ourselves, but we should try. Aklul halal. Let's be eating halal. Let's feed our family with halal. Let's wear things that are from halal, among others.
Right.
Lord mighty Allah, make it easy for us. I've spoken for like 1 hour, 18 minutes or so. Let's try to be coming early. If we have come like 11, by 12:30 as planned, that will be 1.5 hours. We will have finished so that we can entertain question and answer. So this topic, we have just started it. We have not finished it, but we still need some other things, because this askar dua in our life is very important. There is one important sheikh, one popular sheikh. They call it Ibrahim ibn Adham. It's a sheikh. It's a scholar. It's a waliullah. They went to him. They said, "We are praying. Our prayer is Ibrahim ibn Adham." He said, "We are praying now, and we are not getting answered." He mentioned some things for them, among things that people should be doing. So these are things we'll still look at, and most especially today again, please, let's cultivate the habit of making astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah one of our askar. Plenty of it. Quran chapter 72 verse 9 to 11. If you see it, just read it. It says that when you are used to astaghfirullah, as you askar, do as much as you can. Anything you want, Allah will likely give you. So as much as possible, let's be doing astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. Because in most cases, is it 72 or 71? Surah to know, that should be 71. Allah said, فَقُلْ اسْتَغْفِرُوا رَبَّكُمْ إِنَّهُ كَانَ غَفَّارًا يُرْسِلُ السَّمَاءَ عَلَيْكُمْ مِدْرَارًا وَيُمْدِدْكُم بِأَمْوَالٍ وَبَنِينَ وَيَجْعَل لَّكُمْ جَنَّاتٍ وَيَجْعَل لَّكُمْ أَنْهَارًا. Have you seen it? From 9. Just read that one so that we use it to close. Oh yeah.
That's from verse 9.
From verse 9.
And I have made public proclamation to them, and I have appealed to them in private.
Go to 10.
And I have said, seek pardon of your Lord.
See passion of your Lord.
Pardon of your Lord.
See passion of your Lord.
He is always forgiving.
Allah will forgive you.
He will not let loose the sky for you in plenteous rain.
Rain will come down for you.
He will let loose the sky for you in plenteous rain. And will help you with wealth.
Allah will help you with wealth
and sons.
And sons.
And will assign to you gardens.
With gardens.
And will assign to you
rivers. So a lot of things from masterful life that we can get. So let this be part of what we will always be doing. So because of time, they will pray 1:15. They will call prayer by 1. May Almighty Allah accept it from whatever I've said correctly. May Almighty Allah make it means of getting us best of this world in the grave and the hereafter. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم اللهم اغفر لنا من خشيتك ومن معصيتك وبطاعتك ما تبارك بها جنتك وإنك مثل رسولنا أمتنا بأسماعنا وأفرق وأسماعتنا واجعل وارثا منا وسلام وسلاما وانصرنا على من عادانا ولا تجعل في ديننا ولا تجعل الدنيا أكبر همنا ولا مبلغ علمنا سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله.